Alright, so y'all don't wanted me to break it down and say basically who Floyd Mayweather should be fighting and do an analysis of it, but let's go over it really. Out of the main four, knock and smack you out of the game, Manny Napman Pacquiao, he taking a rest. We got Robert the Ghost Guerrero leading the pack. People say, why the Ghost? Well, let's look at it. Why not the Ghost? I mean, this guy beat Salute Adin, and nobody wanted to face that guy. He was one of the hardest hitting guys in 147, and nobody wanted to face him. They kept paying that guy step aside money. He's been the #1 contender for WBC for years. Floyd has paid him, so you can see the Ortiz fight. Berto wouldn't fight him. Nobody would fight him. Robert Guerrero made it his duty to fight the guy because he was serious about coming up to 147. Then he fights Andre Berto. Andre Berto only loss was the Victor Ortiz fight, which he put Victor Ortiz down in. And he dominated. He never let Berto take control. And when it looked like Berto was trying to mount some comeback, boom, the Ghost fights back. Why not Robert Guerrero? Then you got Devin Alexander. I mean, Devin has fought a tough resume, but fighting a tough resume is impressive only when the results of the resume is impressive. Now, that's a lot of people could say. I know bums could say I've been in the ring with the best, but they lost all those fights. So what does that mean? Does that mean they're great? And they was like, well, you can win 500. Well, let's look at it. The Koteknik fight wasn't a good look for him. Devin really has not looked dominant since he knocked out Juan Urango. He looked very suspect in the Koteknik fight, which a lot of people had him losing. Then he fought Tim Bradley, and we saw that fight, and he wasn't really looking good in that fight, and it looked like he quit. It's just the appearance on what it looks to the general public. Then he fights Lucas Matisse, when everybody believed he lost, and he got his hand raised in that one. Then he beat Marcus Madonna, who never fought at 147 and had no training camp, and he beat him. He outboxed him, and he beat up on Madonna. Then he fought Randall Bailey, who only throws 2 punches in a fight. So, I mean, his resume doesn't look good right now, because here it is, you got all of these question marks by your victory. Then you're in a fight where you can fight a credible undefeated fighter from the UK. You get injured and you want to pull out of it to fight Floyd Mayweather. Now, if you're Floyd Mayweather, what does this do for you? You're fighting a guy who's coming off an injury to try to make a fight with you, and he just pulled out of another fight to fight you. How is that going to appeal to the fans? Fans like to say, okay, this guy just dominated this guy, okay, let's match him up. Not this guy just pulled out of a fight with an injury, let's put him in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. That doesn't make any sense. Now let's look at the high prospects. Canelo Alvarez. Now a lot of people going to say, well, Devin Alexander earned this shot more than Canelo. Canelo hasn't beaten anybody. And you know what I'm going to say? You right. You are absolutely right. Canelo Sal Alvarez does not deserve a shot at Floyd Mayweather Jr. at all. He has done absolutely nothing at 154 pounds. Period. He has been fed all these small guys at lower weights coming all the way up. But you know what? People want to see him in the ring. Why? Because they feel he gives Floyd Mayweather a problem than Devin Alexander or Robert Guerrero. They feel Canelo style, his speed, him being young, his size, will give Mayweather problems in the ring. So they would not mind seeing that fight, even though he hasn't beaten anybody really to get up there. I would much rather see him beat somebody on May 1st, like Austin Trout, to move up to a fight like Mayweather. That would make more sense to me. Next, you got Timothy Bradley, the man who beat Manny Pacquiao. First got to do it in over 10 years. And he hasn't lost. He's won every fight you put him in the ring at. He's the top choice out of all these guys. Tim Bradley deserves the shot more than anybody on this list. But he won't get it. Because he's with Top Rank. And that's just the problem line, and that's the truth. But who y'all think he should fight? Y'all let me know, and I'll holler at you. Holla, holla, holla.